Today's British invasion. Earlier tonight, heir to the British throne, Prince William and his bride, Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, arrived in Los Angeles as part of their North American visit, Kate's first trip to the U.S. They were greeted with an unusual amount of hoopla for Hollywood outsiders. Since their wedding in April, watched by more than 1 billion people around the world, Kate in particular has blossomed into a source of global fascination. ABC's Bob Woodruff has been on the road with the royals.
Tonight, the world's it couple, William and Kate, arrived in Hollywood. And in this town, known for creating heroes and heroines, princes and princesses, they're finally getting to see the real thing. Some spectators even breaking down in tears.
I'm really excited. I'm really touched. This is very emotional for me. This is the best day of my life.
While here, they will rub shoulders with the likes of Tom Hanks, Nicole Kidman, and yes, J-Lo.
Of course, Catherine's never been here before, and what better place for an introduction to America than LA?
Tinseltown has been eagerly anticipating their arrival, and a little bit of palace etiquette has even crept in.
Nobody's going to be trying anything out of the ordinary. There's going to be no hiding in bushes. There's going to be no climbing in trees. There's going to be no, paying off a neighbor to look out of their windows.
This is Kate's first trip to the United States. At first, merely intrigued by the pretty commoner, America has become obsessed.
Her transformation from a commoner to a royal, it's just like any girl's fantasy.
Middleton's blockbuster wedding transformed her into a full-fledged star.
This is a town that believes in people having their moment, so this is certainly the moment for Kate and William here.
Janice Min is editorial director at The Hollywood Reporter and formerly editor-in-chief of the celebrity tabloid Bible, Us Weekly. She says Kate Middleton sells.
In this age of various cover stars and people who can actually force someone to shell out $5 from their wallet, Kate Middleton can do it.
She's graced the cover of Us Weekly 6 times so far, and the royal wedding, their best-selling cover of the year. People magazine put her on the cover 5 times this year, selling 2 million copies of their wedding issue alone.
Kate Middleton could single-handedly help save the magazine industry in 2011.
It's a rare moment. For one brief flash of the paparazzi's cameras, the beautiful people are letting their light shine on outsiders.
In Hollywood and in America, people have always said celebrities are American royalty. This trip to LA is really funny. What happens when a real royal comes and meets the sort of pretenders to the American crown? Suddenly this young couple comes into town and has sort of stolen the limelight.
Hollywood is so used to its own sort of royalty, the A-list stars that you see grabbing a coffee at Starbucks. But for them to have the Duke and Duchess here, I think is an incredibly special moment.
It's all coming off an already packed trip for the Duke and Duchess. They spent 9 days touring Canada, their every movement tracked. Like this rare moment of royal PDA after a boat race.
They want to just live a normal life. Prince William is going to do things his way. And, they might say, well, this is how we do it, sir. But he said, well, that's how you did it then, but we're doing it different now.
Yesterday, they attended a rodeo. This morning, a parade.
Hello.
Kate was in her comfort zone, dressed down, engaging, and electric with the adoring crowd.
You've watched her do these walkabouts, and she's now taking things at her own pace. Before, she'd look to William, seek his approval, perhaps not move on before he moved on. She's found her stride, and it's been a really wonderful thing to watch, and I think she's surpassed everyone's expectations, actually.
Living up to her new status as a fashion icon, stealing the show at every turn.
I think it was inevitable that for the first trip as a newly wedded couple, the attention was always going to be on Kate. This was her introduction really, not just to America, but actually to the rest of the world.
Back here in Los Angeles, she can look forward to hobnobbing with Barbra Streisand, though if the Kate that America is getting to know and love is anything like we imagine, she probably enjoyed meeting this 6-year-old girl back in Canada a lot more. For Nightline, I'm Bob Woodruff in Los Angeles.
Charming. And by the way, tonight, ever savvy, you're about to see Kate in a green silk dress. You see right there. That is designed by an American designer. She wore it to the Consul General's reception. Diane von Furstenberg, the designer.